At the very core of our mental landscape, within the sanctuary of our inner world, visualization acts as a radiant beacon. It illuminates the pathways of the mind's eye, guiding us toward the manifestation of our desires. Yet, this power is not simply the stuff of philosophical musings or New Age ideals. It is a scientifically validated phenomenon that bridges both the spiritual and the empirical. Neuroscientific studies have revealed a fascinating truth. The human brain, with its vast network of neurons, has an extraordinary ability to convert mental images into real-world outcomes. When we visualize, the brain interprets these images as if they were actual events, reprogramming our neural circuits to align with the reality we imagine. This phenomenon is not mere happenstance. It is a mechanism through which our thoughts shape our beliefs, and those beliefs, in turn, shape the world we experience. By understanding how this process works, we gain the keys to consciously create a future that mirrors our deepest desires, crafting a reality that reflects the vivid, purposeful visions we cultivate within. This act of visualization, when done with intention, is not passive or fleeting. It is an active, creative force that begins to alter the very fabric of our existence. As we engage more deeply with this process, we experience a kind of symphony, a harmonious resonance between the heart and the mind. Visualization is not simply a mental exercise, it is an emotional journey. When we couple the act of seeing with the energy of our emotions, we produce a vibrational frequency that ripples through the universe, calling forth the experiences and opportunities that resonate with that frequency. This is not just metaphorical, it is grounded in science. Emotions like gratitude, joy, and love generate powerful magnetic fields that attract similar experiences, drawing to us the very things we feel most deeply. Yet, the mirror that reflects our visualizations into tangible reality is often clouded, muddied by the accumulated beliefs, ideologies, and fears we carry from our past. These deeply ingrained thought patterns, formed over years, even decades, serve as invisible barriers, hindering the clear reflection of our visualized dreams. The journey from a mental image to a lived experience is frequently obstructed by these subconscious blocks. Recognizing this, we must come to understand that the primary obstacles to manifesting our desires are often internal. They reside in the mind's unconscious layers. These barriers, whether they take the shape of self-doubt, limiting beliefs, or unresolved fears, distort our reflections, preventing us from fully realizing our potential. To clear the mirror of our mind, we must consciously identify these barriers, challenge their validity, and dissolve their hold over us. Only then can we allow our visualizations to manifest unhindered, free from the interference of outdated, limiting thought patterns. To delve deeper into the essence of visualization, we must recognize its power not merely as a psychological tool, but as a dynamic force capable of transmuting mental imagery into physical reality. This shift in understanding demands a paradigm shift in how we approach our dreams and aspirations. We are called not just to dream, but to visualize with clarity, to imbue our thoughts with emotion, and to believe, truly believe, in the possibility of their manifestation. The journey from a fleeting thought to a tangible reality is nothing short of magical. It is a process that unfolds with the subtlety of a dance, with the mirror principle at its core. When visualization is practiced with clarity, emotion, and belief, the potential for manifestation becomes almost limitless. In this intricate dance of thought and feeling, we learn that the mind is not just a passive observer of reality, but an active participant in its creation. However, as we engage in this process, we must also confront an often overlooked challenge: the patterns of habitual thinking that govern much of our mental landscape. These ingrained thought cycles, shaped by past experiences and societal conditioning, often act as silent saboteurs, preventing us from tapping into the full power of visualization. While the act of visualization holds tremendous promise, its efficacy is significantly diminished when overshadowed by the fog of habitual, unproductive thinking. Habitual thinking, much like a persistent fog, obscures the horizon of our potential, preventing us from seeing the full range of possibilities available to us. These thought patterns, often formed during childhood and reinforced by societal norms, create mental ruts, narrow pathways that our minds travel by default. It's as though we are trapped in a loop, replaying the same old mental tapes, even when their messages no longer serve our current desires or aspirations. But here's the key insight. When we embrace the mirror principle, we begin to see the transformative power of changing these patterns. We can rewire our neural pathways, shifting away from old, unhelpful thought trails and forging new, expansive pathways that are more conducive to our desires. This is where the real magic happens. The beliefs we hold about ourselves, often forged from past experiences, can either limit or liberate us. Understanding this opens the door to profound transformation. By breaking free from habitual thinking, we begin to shape a mental environment that is ripe for bountiful visualization. The journey to freeing ourselves from the grip of habitual thinking is not simply about using willpower to overcome old habits. It is about shifting our emotional state. Our emotions are deeply tied to our thoughts. Negative emotions, often arising from outdated beliefs, create a form of energetic inertia, reinforcing the habitual thought loops that keep us stuck. To break free from these chains, we must first acknowledge the hormonal influence that drives our emotional responses, especially those triggered by stress. These hormones can become addictive, perpetuating the very patterns we seek to escape. By becoming more aware of the hormonal responses that shape our emotions, we can begin to disengage from the cycle of stress and negative thinking. This awareness allows us to shift our emotional state, an essential step in aligning our internal world with our external aspirations. It is through emotional mastery that we can elevate our vibrational frequency, bringing us into greater alignment with the reality we seek to create. The clearing of old, restrictive thought patterns is fundamental to the mirror principle. It is through this process of mental cleansing that we create fertile soil for our visualizations to take root. Just as a gardener removes weeds to ensure the growth of healthy plants, so too must we remove the mental clutter that obstructs the manifestation of our dreams. This act of mindfulness and renewal enriches the terrain of our minds, creating a space where the seeds of our visualizations can flourish unhindered, growing toward the light of possibility. At the crossroads of our aspirations and reality lie our emotions, the often overlooked architects of our experience. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they are potent energies that shape our lives in profound ways. They are the fuel that drives our manifestations, and they hold the power to either propel us forward or keep us anchored in the past. The mirror principle underscores the importance of not only visualizing our future, but also feeling it in our very core. Take, for example, a young violinist with dreams of playing on the world's grandest stages. Each night, she visualizes herself standing in the spotlight, playing with passion as an audience is captivated by her performance. Yet, despite her clear visualization, she struggles with a deep-seated fear, a childhood memory of a disastrous recital that still echoes in her heart. Until she can confront and transform this fear into a positive, empowering emotion, her visualizations will remain just that, beautiful, but unmanifested dreams. This is the power of emotional alchemy. The emotions we associate with our visualizations are what give them life. A goal envisioned with lukewarm enthusiasm is like a flickering candle, weak and unsteady. But when we fuse that same goal with the intensity of positive emotion, whether it's joy, gratitude, or sheer passion, it becomes a blazing torch that illuminates the path forward. The clarity and intensity of the emotions we attach to our visualizations are what determine the potency of their manifestation. Emotions serve as both a mirror and a guidepost. They reflect our internal state and offer feedback on our alignment with our goals. Negative emotions are like warning lights on a dashboard, signaling that something within us is out of alignment. On the other hand, positive emotions such as love, gratitude, and excitement indicate that we are in harmony with our desired reality. This emotional alignment is crucial, as it is the intensity and authenticity of our emotions that resonate with the quantum field, the realm of infinite possibilities that responds to our desires. In conclusion, we cannot overstate the pivotal role of emotions in the dance of manifestation. They are not mere steps, they are the rhythm itself. It is through the conscious cultivation of emotion that we bridge the gap between dreams and reality. By navigating this emotional landscape with awareness and intentionality, we unlock the path to realizing our deepest aspirations. Through the lens of the mirror principle, we begin to understand the profound influence our inner visualizations have on the external world. The key to practical application lies in intensifying the emotional charge of our visualizations, by not just imagining a dream, but truly feeling the euphoria, the triumph, the joy of that dream realized. We create a powerful vibrational frequency that draws our aspirations into alignment with the universe. With consistent practice, this emotional intensified visualization technique sharpens our focus and fine-tunes our alignment with our goals. In time, we begin to notice subtle shifts, unexpected opportunities, serendipitous. Embarking on a profound journey into the labyrinth of our minds, one cannot overlook the immense power that lies within the act of visualization. Every thought we entertain, every mental image we conjure, contains within it the seed of possibility, a potential force capable of reshaping our reality. And it is through this very idea that the mirror principle takes root, offering a lens through which we begin to see the world anew.